Fox 2. Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're here in the Super Hornet. As you can tell, I'm kind of enjoying the Super Hornet these days. We are going to be hitting a comms tower with a couple JDAMs, but they're going to be protected by some Su-47s. And there's going to be an S-300 site a little bit further back, and the S-300 is obviously there to protect the AWACS. That's right, the Su-47s also have AWACS. They're going to be shooting the R77M, and just to switch it up today, we're going to be shooting the Aim-120D. So that should really change things up a little bit. The Su-47, the Berkut, I believe is what it was called. I think the NATO designation for it is actually the Firkin, which is kind of weird. It was also designated the S-32 or the S-37, not to be confused with the Sukhoi 37, which was another thing entirely. Obviously, the distinguishing feature of the Sukhoi 47 is the forward swept wings. That's what it's famous for, really. And these forward swept wings really allowed the Sukhoi 47 to have extremely high agility at subsonic speeds. So, very interesting design. Now obviously the Sukhoi 47 never actually went into serial production. I have them on radar here. But it did kind of serve as a technology demonstrator for various aircraft in the future. Look at this, guys. 24,000 feet in climbing. I have him at 69 miles. And so I'm gonna... Oh, I lost the lock. He is jamming, by the way. But remember that he is shooting the R77M. It's got that dual stage motor, so in terminal guidance towards the end it'll turn on its own another booster and try to kill me essentially. 24,000 feet, got him locked here. He's jamming pretty hard. So he's jamming pretty hard. We don't have any kind of burn through yet. The thing that's really gonna even the playing field for me here is the Aim-120D. If I didn't have that, I think they would kill me very easily. You can see he's being displayed at 99 miles. Obviously incorrect, but that's due to the jamming. And I guess I could fire an AMRAAM right now. It would be a home-on jam. A little bit easier to defeat because it's got like it's doing like pure guidance. It's not doing a lead at that point, so it's not the best guidance trajectory, I guess you could say. I'm just gonna wait for burn through here. Still showing 99. There we go, 41 miles. That's actually not bad. Fox 3. We'll defend. Alright, I'm going to try to maintain lock for that AMRAAM as long as possible. He's obviously going to try to break my lock, but I have to start defending, and I can't hang out up here, because if I hang out up here, his R77 is going to make very quick work of me here. I have him at 35 miles. There he is, his buddy's like nearby too. 32 miles. I'm going to start cranking away from him here. And I imagine any missile that he fired is going to start going pitbull there. Yeah. Right on cue. Alright, so that tone you hear, that's the R77M going pitbull. So I am going to defend. Reducing altitude very quickly here. Alright, so as we continue to reduce altitude here, you know, I usually say, oh, you can go cold for a few seconds. And if the missile doesn't hit you after 2 or 3 seconds, then you're good to recommit. That's obviously not true with the R77 because of that dual stage booster that it has. Again, that's in terminal guidance it does that. There is one about 20 miles out there and another one at 31 miles. That's very similar to the PL-15, by the way, who also does that. The dual stage booster thing. Let's go for this guy up high. The up high guy is always going to be a bigger problem because he has more range on his missiles. So he's 27 miles out. I think the AMRAAM-D can hit him from here. So Fox 3. There we go. And we'll defend. Oh my god, I just noticed my eyeballs in the mirror. That's very scary. I was like, what are those? Are those eyeballs? I guess the rest of my head is not rendering. There he is at 19 miles. Okay, we have a missile, so we're gonna defend here. Look at my eyeballs. That's so crazy. Alright, I'm gonna defend down here. Reducing altitude. Get as low to the ground as possible, and then we'll have to deal with that second guy. .27 miles, that AMRAAM probably hit that guy. The up high guy. He made a big mistake not reducing his altitude. You can see the contrails up there he was defending. Where is the second guy? Here he is at 14 miles. He's running me down. So I'm going to have to turn to face him right here. If I don't turn here, he's going to chase me down and then he's going to kill me. There's no... At that point I won't be able to turn back around. There we go. Locked at 12 miles. Fox 3. And we're defending. The AMRAAM MAR is usually about 10 miles that you see in these videos, but since we're firing the Delta, the MAR is a little bit larger. Same with him, he's got the R77M. So the MAR on the ground, I'm going to calculate between 12 to 13 miles. So I'm going to defend cold here. Looks like he's defending as well. And we're still alive, but his 77 is back there somewhere. Yeah, we got him. Splash 2. Okay, that 77 is still chasing me, the 77M, but I'm going to continue cold because of that dual stage booster that we talked about. Stay cold a little bit longer. Okay, let's start turning back around, heading towards the comms tower that we need to drop the JDAMs on. We'll set that up. Really in that fight though, I feel like the AMRAAM Delta is really what evened up the playing field for me. If I was carrying the C5s like we usually are, I don't think that would have gone very well. Having two Su-47s chase me down like that with R77Ms. That's a recipe for disaster there. But you can see how important it is to you know, keep up with missile technology. You don't want to fall behind your adversary when he's got like an R77M and you don't have a response to that. You know, you can see how that creates a major problem. Heading over to waypoint 1 now to drop the JDAMs. Now there may be an S300 here, but depending on how close I can get, maybe we can take a shot at the AWACS as well. Again, because we are carrying the Aim-120D, I wonder if its range can get me there. Alright, I got the bottom of the tower designated for our first JDAM. We're dropping 2,000 pounds, by the way. Okay, pickle 1, and we'll move it over to the radar dish over here, the early warning radar, and pickle 2 right there. Yeah, there it is right there, and I'm masking the flare pod here. Hold on, let me just, there we go. And I'll level out, or roll out here, so we don't mask it. Odd. Even though JDAM doesn't, I'm not lasering or anything, it's just hitting that GPS coordinate, so I don't need to do anything. Okay, beauty. Let's see if we can sling one at the AWACS. Look at this, got him on radar perfectly. Just took a second. Radar, there we go, got him. 39,000 feet. Got him locked here, 54 miles. And it's saying that he is in LAR. I believe LAR is launch authorization range. 52 miles, I'm gonna start climbing. It looks like he got a little too close to me. He might have slightly exited his S300 cover to help those Su-47s. 49 miles. As soon as I can get above this cloud layer, I'm going to sling this AMRAM at him. I can probably shoot it a lot earlier, but I just want to make sure that we get an impact here. Okay, Fox 3. There it goes. Alright, and that's it for me. I gotta get out of here. It is a 43-mile launch, so I do need to hold the lock for a little bit to kind of make sure that that AMRAM ends up in the right place. If you break the lock too early from a big distance away, there's a higher probability that the missile will go stupid. Because, yeah, the missile has its own radar in there, and when you break lock, it's forced pitbull, essentially, so it turns on its own radar and looks for that target. But its radar is nowhere near as good as yours in your, launch aircraft. So if you break the lock from a greater distance away, there's a higher probability that the missile's radar won't be able to find the target. So it's best to get it as close to the target as you can before you break the lock or, go cold.